fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 7 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Maracaibo, Venezuela, Piera, La Fiera Rodriguez. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Joe, did she just laugh at Bruce's introduction?
She loved it. I think she was just so happy she was there.
Amazing.
And that guy screaming in your face and screaming out your nickname, it's got to be awesome.
Yeah. Chrissy Blair, Vanessa Hansen, Brooklyn Wren in the building with us. The no-nonsense Keith Peterson is our referee.
Man, are you ready?
Kay
Man,
Hansen.
are you ready? Fight!
And Piera Rodriguez all ready to go. Kay Hansen in the black trunks and the white top. Rodriguez in the all-white. Pretty good early combination from Hansen. And when you see Kay do interviews now, there's a definite increase in the maturity, the confidence when you hear her talk. She really feels like she's now embedded on this UFC roster despite being just 22.
Good knee to the body there by Hansen.
Hansen's hands are looking very fast.
Piera seems that she's kind of measuring the timing, trying to figure out how Hansen attacks, what the speed's like.
Rodriguez did get hit with some shots early in her Contender Series fight, so perhaps that leading to a more measured approach here early.
Yeah, let's not move straight back. Cut some angles a little more. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be there for her.
Rodriguez started her training camp in Spain, then was at All Stars in Sweden before closing it out at Black House in Southern California.
Well, that place has become a real hotbed lately, hasn't it?
Unbelievable. 90 seconds gone by round one.
And of course, later tonight, we'll see Hamzat Chimaev against Gilbert Burns, also from that camp.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting for the level change.
From way outside.
Nice athleticism there by Rodriguez to stay upright. She expected she'd get a lot of this from Kay Hansen tonight.
Trying to get around that leg. She's trying to drop her way to the side. Nice work there.
Position first, Kay.
This is a pretty pivotal moment for Rodriguez to see if she can pop right back up to her feet. It's going to be a big confidence booster. Because it's not going to be the last time that Kay Hansen's going to attempt a takedown like that.
Right.
And when we talk to her in the fighter meetings, I like to ask these fighters, you know, I know you respect your opponent. You don't want to assume that they're dangerous and they can beat you, but what are you worried about, if anything? She set her arm down.
Right. That was a beautiful job there by Piera with the butterflies to avoid the takedown, get back up to her feet.
Again, off the line now.
Hansen didn't appear to like that jab from Rodriguez.
No, that was solid.
2 minutes to go round one. Hansen unofficially 1 for 4 on her takedown attempts thus far. Well, don't forget, later tonight, live on pay-per-view, featherweight title headlines the show, Volkanovski and the Korean Zombie. One of 2 title fights coming your way. It's UFC 273. Live from Jacksonville, available for purchase right now on ESPN+. Good little hook to the body there by Rodriguez. Neither fighter landing at a particularly great clip early.
Nice.
She does a great job with the butterflies, but this time Kay Hansen made the proper adjustments and stays on top.
Yeah, she anticipated it this time.
Posture up, girl, posture.
You see Rodriguez controlling that right arm.
1 minute.
You see, you know who does this so well is Paul Craig from this position, right? He waits for opponents. Now listen, it's a little dangerous, but he wants them to throw ground and pound so that he can time triangles, omoplatas, and arm bars from them attacking him.
But Paul Craig might have the best guard in the UFC. I mean, my God, that guy has a nasty guard. It's one of them for sure. Now that Fabricio Verdum's not around anymore.
Look at that pass, Joe. That was a nice pass. And she's still, you see Rodriguez, there she goes. She's getting back to the half guard, but she gives up this arm triangle position.
It's very difficult to secure if the leg is trapped, but at the very least, she can threaten with it and then work her leg out from there.
Yeah, not enough time either.
Short time here.
Potentially takes the round, though.
Yes. I would imagine this gives her the round. So here's the first takedown by Kay. And look at the beautiful job of the butterflies by Piera. She gets right back to her feet. And there's a nice jab from Piera. Now here's the second takedown where Kay made the proper adjustments. And even though the butterflies were in play, she still maintained top control.
And you're gonna need to put some fucking hands on her, okay? The next 2 rounds are gotta be yours, but the first one is this one, okay? It's 10-9 her. You need the next 2, but the first one starts here. Put some pressure on her, okay? Put some pressure on. Raise up. I need a couple levels up, okay?
Look for those counters.
Well, you can own the glory with UFC Strike Video NFTs, now featuring McGregor, Khabib, Anderson Silva, Juliana Pena, and more. Available now in the UFCStrike.com marketplace, where I can say I have bought a few items.
Ma'am, are you ready? Ma'am, are you ready? Fight!
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I do own them. All right, round 2. Kay Hansen looking confident as ever on the stool after round 1.
And she had some success on the feet. I mean, she's not afraid to trade. We've seen that here in the first round. She's staying right in the pocket, and that is allowing her to then level change and get these takedowns.
The coach, Dean Thomas, with us all night. Dino, what do you have?
You know, we often talk about experience, but we really don't know what that means, and we can't really, really put a finger on it. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It is illustrated in this fight. Is that Kay Hansen has been here before, so we watch Piera, and she's kind of slow, and she's watching what's going on, and it's causing her to react. And that's because Kay Hansen has the experience of being here before.
Hansen spoke a lot about that leading up to this fight, and felt like that would be certainly something that might be an advantage for her in this matchup.
March into it. March into it.
There's another thing that's going on is because of the takedown threat and the grappling threat, you're not seeing Piera throw a lot of kicks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not a lot of anything, honestly.
Yeah, she was very effective with her kicks in the Machado fight. And in this fight, you're just not seeing it. And that's why, right there. Perfectly illustrated. Kay catches it and works for a takedown here. But that was a big weapon for her, especially in following up with punches.
Exactly, yeah, it's just going to stifle her offense and the confidence in her offense. Because even if Kay doesn't get this takedown, she's up against the fence, she's getting pressured, and she was able to get her down with some chain wrestling in the first round here. She doesn't give up on one attempt. That's what you got to appreciate about Kay Hansen.
Yes. And let's also be honest, not cutting those extra 2 pounds is probably nice right now.
Yeah.
You know, makes a big difference in how you feel inside the octagon.
I tell you, those 2 pounds are usually when you wish death upon yourself.
I will say the fighters do weigh in on fight night, and Kay Hansen did weigh in the lighter fighter tonight, if that means anything to you. Well, for UFC fans wanting to feel closer to the action, UFC Collectibles is the place to be. It's the new home for certified authentic UFC items, from signed posters to event-worn lightwear. Own a piece of UFC history today. Nice little flurry from Piera Rodriguez, but still not nearly as aggressive as we saw her on the Contender Series.
That's a good fact, John. That shows you and to the people at home that there's a science to this, and that is why people do the weight cuts. Everybody's like, I mean, of course we all agree it would be better and healthier for all of us. But that is the reason that people do it, because if you learn how to do it properly, you can be the bigger fighter and have an advantage even in the same weight class as somebody. Now, for how long and what are the effects, that's a different story.
Yeah, and what are the long-term effects on your kidneys?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
You have dreams of Coca-Cola and every Mountain Dew in the world, bathing in them.
Look at this. Piera with a takedown.
And she rolls through that Kimura attempt nicely.
What a change of events.
If she can get to the back, she does some really good work here.
Piera gets the back. Incredible. This is a huge moment for Piera Rodriguez.
Hansen fighting hands, staying composed, coming up on a minute to go in the round.
But if she can maintain this position, we're absolutely looking at 1-1 right now, going into the third.
And that was quick work there from Hansen to be able to roll to her to stay on their back like this, because if she gotten flattened out from Rodriguez, she does really mean work there from that position.
Yeah, her ground and pound is nasty. She's a very aggressive woman.
Rodriguez working right in front of her corner men.
Yeah, doing a good job fighting these hands.
Kay is, she's shifting her hips. It looks like she's shifting to the right, where she probably is going to look to explode and try to wind up on top, and there it is. And look at that beautiful anticipation of it by Rodriguez. Met her in the turn. Knew it was coming, felt it. We saw it. She felt it.
Okay,
look at this, though. Kay,
5 seconds.
Kay looking for a heel hook here. But look at that. Foot lock attempt by Piera.
Nice way for Rodriguez to close the round.
Slow your breathing. Slow your breathing for me. Some water? 1-1. I know. You gotta go. Hey, slow your breathing. Hold it at the top. You're good. You're good. Hey, they're probably gonna give it 1-1 right now. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Hey, this is it.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do, right? You know the position we're in. You know what we need to do.
Sir.
Let's go take it to her this whole time.
Sir.
Put your ass down, Leo. Come up. You did a great job. I don't give a fuck about your nerves. They're not real. You know what's real? The third fucking round is real. All right?
This is your round to take.
A little pressure. A little pressure. I need it.
Play smart.
Hey,
but keep
5
that
fucking
pressure.
minutes.
5 minutes.
Well, get ready for every fight night and pay-per-view by watching Best Bets with Brett Okamoto and Ian Parker. If you're looking for long shots or parlays, these guys have you covered with their best plays across the entire card. You can catch it every week on YouTube.
Ma'am, are you ready? Ma'am, are you ready? Fight.
All right, it comes down to these 5 minutes for Piera Rodriguez and Kay Hansen. Hansen closing as a slight betting underdog tonight. All indications are we are 1-1 as we begin this third round.
But what an interesting turn of events for Rodriguez to get the takedown, get the back, and then also make that adjustment as Kay tried to reverse the position. So we head into the third round with like a lot of possibilities now.
Yeah, it makes me curious that if Rodriguez wants to press the issue for the takedown, it might be a smart game plan to get on top, because she showed once she gets control, she's able to keep it.
And there, Paul, you just see she throws a kick. So now she's a little bit more comfortable.
Oh,
look at this. Again.
Beautiful timing.
Very nice.
Seemed like that's what Kenny Johnson wanted in the corner, and he gets it less than a minute into round 3.
Well, the wrestling coaches always want that, right?
That is true. That is true. But perhaps not at the outset of this matchup. Maybe so.
That's why I never brought one. Duke was all of them.
Well, Duke can be all of them.
Yeah, he wasn't
He's
shouting
one of the rare
takedowns, I
guys.
can tell you that. Daniel Gracie back then, he was shouting takedown.
Rodriguez has trained in the past with Mackenzie Dern, who you will see later tonight. Also Sabina Mazo, Tabitha Ricci.
Yeah, Hansen's got to have urgency here.
Yeah, she's gotta
you
be
see,
very-
she's trying to sweep.
Rodriguez has got to be very careful here.
Nice work. She felt her trying to sweeper, get an arm.
There was danger there. There's danger there. Kay's guard is very good.
Kick the knee, then stand up.
Keep working.
Try to get close. Stay on the outside. All right, move it around. Move it around. Let's go, Kay. Hey, sniper ass. Sniper. There you go. No shows. No shows. Level.
All right, we'll see if Kay Hansen can now get something going. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the fight.
Good level. Level. Give me levels. Look at that. She's running.
Hansen hitting on just 27% of her significant strike attempts thus far as Rodriguez attacks the leg.
Hey, lucky. Yes. Hey, level change.
She's open to those kicks again, Paul. And look at this. She gets the clinch. And they're battling here.
Fix the head. Head position. Head position. Don't let her hit.
A lot of urgency from the corner of Kay Hansen. They realize we're at the halfway point of this third round, and she's lost the first half.
Yeah, she got taken down. She's got to get one back.
Yeah. And she's got to do something emphatic. It's got to be big to really win this round.
Rodriguez doing a really good job at this head position, keeping Kay tall. And that's causing her to not be able to dig underhooks and get a better position and work her way off of the fence, or at least reverse that position. Oh. Gives up on that single leg.
Rock the boat, Kay. Rock the boat. Everything you got, bro. Rock the boat, Kay. Let's go. Head position. 90 seconds. Head position.
Rodriguez doing a really nice job controlling Hansen here in the clinch.
And looking for a single.
Almost had it.
Kay on a guillotine, nice works, peels those hands right off. She can pop her head out whenever she wants. There's an elbow there if she wants it too. Nobody ever does, though. I'm gonna do a whole seminar on it, Joe.
So
good knee.
Yeah, Rodriguez really responding after a slow start, got her feet under her. And physically just overwhelming Hansen a little bit here. Changes levels now.
You see, and that's the benefit of having that good head position, right? She keeps that chin up of Kay Hansen, keeps her tall, making it easier for her to drop level into a single or a double. Short time for Kay Hansen here, guys. She's got to try to get off of this fence.
Yes, she's got to do something big. And even then, it might not be enough. Shy of a finish.
Stop that foot.
There's a nice knee. There's a good front kick to the body by Hansen. Very nice. Now she's got to get busy.
I like that the referee, Keith Peterson, allowed them to work there in the clinch. Nice takedown for Rodriguez.
That could be it.
No, that's it.
Yeah. Just great adjustment by Rodriguez. That's what I'm impressed with. The fact that she realized that she could dominate the grappling if she can get on top or get the back.
And going into her Contender Series fight back in 2021, Rodriguez said, I want to prove I'm not just a striker. Certainly proved as much tonight.
She certainly did tonight, because we felt like Kay Hansen would probably have the advantage in the grappling, but that wasn't the case. Beautiful knee to the body there by Kay, and there's a nice jab by Ms. Rodriguez. And here's the takedown. There's a nice left hand by Rodriguez and a right behind it. Another left over the top.
Well, enter for your chance to win an epic UFC Dream Week at International Fight Week 2022. Win a one-of-a-kind VIP experience to Vegas with exclusive access all week long. Scan that there QR code to enter or go to UFCFightWeek.com. Restrictions apply. All right, so Piera Rodriguez came in 7-0. Kay Hansen, the more experienced party, at 7-5. And we now await the scorecards to see if the Venezuelan fighter Rodriguez will remain undefeated. Her grandfathers are Italian. She's lived in Italy and Spain, and I will shut up and turn it over now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Piera! La Fiera!
All right, so Rodriguez is now 8-0, gets a big win and some valuable experience to be sure in her UFC debut tonight against Kay Hansen.